Guys, are we ready for our next title bout?
Yes, we are.
Are we ready? Please introduce our first fighter, Abdenour Jundallah Ait-Kaci.
For the Blackbeard Fight Series lightweight championship title at 70 kilos. The first fighter walking towards the cage is Abdenour Ait-Kaci. Now, Abdenour fights out with Blackbeard MMA. His nickname is Jundallah, which in Arabic means the soldier of God. He's from Maidenhead, so being a local fighter. Any titles he's had, he's got a grading as a white belt. He's got one stripe on his white belt, so he's just starting his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu journey there. His fight strengths, he feels that he's an all-rounder. And any thoughts on his opponents? He feels his opponent, Jakub Kolterniak, is just another man, and victory comes from God. He's been training martial arts for 1 year now. And the thing that gets him, or the thing that got him into martial arts or MMA is struggles in life, which I'm sure a lot of us can appreciate. I think Abdenour was supposed to star on previous Blackbeard Fight Series shows, but injuries had kept him sidelined. But now he finally gets his chance, and which best way to do it?
His opponent, Jakub, the Polish experiment, Kolterniak.
Next fight we have is Jakub Maciej Kolterniak. He's 19 years old. He's fighting out Team Bison and EFCA. Nickname, as we just heard, the Polish experiment. He's got a fight record of 1-1. He likes wrestling, and the great thing is, like all of us, I think the reason why he wanted to get into MMA and fighting is because he couldn't stand having a desk job. He wants to get into the UFC, and he wants to emulate one of his favorite fighters, Khabib Nurmagomedov, which is a constant theme this evening.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
well,
interesting.
I mean, you have to realize Abdenour is the local fighter, so you know the boos coming from him, from the crowds, is obviously Abdenour's fans.
This is a lightweight MMA title bout, sponsored by AutoWorks. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of Maidenhead Blackbeard MMA, Abdenour Jundallah Ait-Kaci. And his opponent in the red corner, fighting out of London Team Bison, EFCA, the current lightweight champion, Jakub, the Polish experiment, Kolterniak.
Wow.
I think Jakub's fans kept that quiet until they called his name out.
This bout is brought to you by AutoWorks.
Third man in the cage, down overheady, bringing fighters towards the center of the cage to give them their final instructions. I mean, we've seen Jakub Kolterniak in action here before, and you know this guy is a slick wrestler. He's got good submission skills.
Yeah.
You know, this should be a cracking fight. Big leg kick there by both fighters. I think Abdenour held his knee there. I think he might have got a knee-on-knee clinch. He felt something.
Oh, what a beautiful takedown there by Jakub.
That's you know the experience which you know Abdenour was lacking. He was thinking about the knee there, and he got before he thought about it, he got taken down.
Saying that Abdenour basically, you know, pulled guard straight away. Now he's looking for the stand-up, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah. Great movement. Oh.
Great scramble there.
Again, big takedown there by Jakub. You know, he's being a wrestler. That's what he's going to be looking for. He's going to be looking for the big takedowns, and Abdenour has to counter them. That's the third takedown in a matter of a minute. Abdenour holding on to the cage. You will get penalised for that.
Jakub's just not giving up.
He's relentless, isn't
Here he goes, watch this.
This is exactly what we saw him do last time. He's a slick operator, he's relentless.
See what Abdenour, I thought he was going to do was tie up Jakub's legs from the over and under, which would be a good defense mechanism to do.
The thing I like about Abdenour is that he's not letting Jakub get away with this. He's like keeps on trying to get straight back up to his feet.
Well, he's got pressure on the neck there. I think Jakub's thinking twice about committing now.
I mean, he's doing really well here, Abdenour.
It's not tight enough.
Nah.
Great scramble.
I think Abdenour was going to throw towards the head there, but then realised.
Oh, a bit of a lazy kick there by Jakub.
Be careful.
Nice knee to the body.
Great work, nice. Jakub didn't like that.
Teep there by Jakub to Abdenour.
Oh, great check by Jakub there.
I think Abdenour cocks his leg kicks, and Jakub could see it a mile back. But you know what? He's coming forward. He's not just with his punches. He's looking to come forward.
Oh, I don't think Jakub meant to fall to his knees just then, but he's still going for the takedown.
Abdenour needs to cage walk up.
Yep.
Right. And Jakub's
Oh, that's nice, wrapping up Abdenour's legs. That's going to be very hard to get up from. But he's escaped.
Abdenour's not going to stand away.
Great work by Abdenour there.
I think he's going to see a suplex coming somewhere. But maybe not.
I'll tell you, Abdenour's done a good job of staying put.
I mean, he's made Jakub work there really hard.
Yeah, he has. I mean, Jakub breathing really heavy there. And I tell you what, I mean, Abdenour's the sort of man, he can go on 5 rounds, if it needs to be, no problem.
The referee just warned him for Abdenour, for grabbing the fence a couple of times.
Yes, that's right. I mean, he clearly grabbed the fence once, but second time, just as he was near the commentary team here, he went to look for the cage again, and down overhead, he's got a sharp eye on him, and he's just had a word with him and his corner team. And it's easily done. These inexperienced guys, they've not got that experience, and out of desperation, they tend to hold on to the cage. I mean, the professionals do it, so
it's just instinctive, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that fight, I really liked Jakub's takedowns, constant takedowns. Equally impressed by Abdenour's persistence in not letting Jakub just take him down and keep him down.
Yeah.
Just kept on getting up to his feet, and that is just as frustrating as anything else when you're trying to keep the guy down on the floor.
Yeah, I think Jakub Kolterniak's got the right idea in terms of, he keeps switching his takedowns. He'll go for a single, go for a double. He's looking to take the back. So off they go. Round 2 now in this lightweight title bout.
Abdenour's not enjoying those kicks.
No, he was sitting on the seat as well, and he kept putting his hand on his left knee.
So that might be the knee on knee, but I'm sure he'll feel more of it sort of tomorrow now when the adrenaline wears off, as is the case with most fighters.
He switched to southpaw just for a moment there.
I'd like to see Abdenour just a bit more lateral movement. He's kind of going in straight lines. Nice.
Heavy inside leg kick there by Abdenour.
Nice.
He didn't set that up quite as cleanly as I would like to see him do it, but nonetheless he got
turned the corner nicely
down on the ground.
Yeah.
Abdenour's not going to really get much done there because he's not got the hooks. He's not got the. He might have the arm in guillotine, but he's not got.
He hasn't got the hook in to kind of put the pressure on.
Jakub tried to suck his hips away. Nice.
Does a great job there for another takedown. This is going to be scoring really heavy in Jakub's favour, and he knows it. And I think the plan is
Abdenour just used to cage or just scoot his hips back.
Wow, big! Those are heavy punches actually coming down by Jakub.
Yeah, let's not forget, Jakub represents Team Bison in the FCA. We've seen some of their fighters already today, and we can't say they're shy of their submission skills. Okay. See the way he beautifully ties the leg up as he slowly, surely creeps to mount. In a sign of an experienced grappler.
Oh,
I mean, Abdenour is working hard. He's not giving up. He really is fighting. He's going for
like he went for a
guillotine, but it would have been tough from there.
Yeah, he couldn't get
You're
it.
not going to have that from half guard.
No.
Especially with a grappler.
Yeah.
Still trying to get up.
Nice knee to the body there by Jakub. Held in Abdenour's wrist and through the gap for throwing the knees. Again, you see that knee to the body there. You know, he's completely taking that defense out of the equation.
Great control by Jakub since he's been on top. He's just not letting Abdenour get up now. I think
Typical wrestler.
but he is working up his way up towards something, you know.
Yeah, but I think Abdenour would really like him to sort of start to cage walk and push away.
Yeah.
Even if he has to turn his back momentarily,
Yeah,
just
he
to
needs to
base.
get that underhook. I'm not sure he's got an underhook on the left. He gets underhook.
There's no point holding on to his head.
Yeah, there's no point
pummel through there. I don't know
just
what. Yeah.
slow him down.
Okay, the referee stood him up. There's not much action. We've also heard the 10-second clapper for this second round of his title fight.
Reaching.
Shin on shin there.
Oh, was it a low blow right towards
He's
the end?
limping. Abdenour's limping a little bit.
I mean, it looked like a bit of a low blow Jakub sustained as well in that last exchange. He's
Get some
complained
ice
to
on
the
that leg.
referee. Because it was right on the buzzer. I'm not sure he's going to get the 5-minute allocation.
Is that what it's called nowadays?
We've got, a
low blow.
Dan Moab had
Buzzer.
another word with Abdenour there. Not sure what that was about, but
Well, something's clearly frustrating Abdenour, and as you said, Zubair, it certainly looked like when that exchange of kicks in the first round, it might be in a knee-on-knee. But what I realise is, I mean, with Abdenour being the shorter fighter, you know, he when he throws the kicks, they don't necessarily come like from a distance out. He doesn't really whip the leg through. It's almost just coming through, and it's almost like, you know, he can kind of telepath, you know, how he's going to throw his kick. That's why Jakub's just naturally just, you know, throwing the check up, because you can see it a mile away. Eager to get on is Abdenour.
Jakub, nice. Touch your hands there.
both give each other a smile there. Oh, nice inside leg kick.
That actually bothered.
Yeah, they did.
That bothered Abdenour then more than it bothered Jakub. I think he hurt his foot on the way in there. He's not quite as keen to throw that front right leg anymore.
See, I like is the way Abdenour commits with his punches.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Lovely
I
catch.
don't know, was that a slip or was that, you know?
He
He
caught
caught
that
his
leg
kick.
and he took him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, he caught his leg, yeah.
Abdenour needs to be careful because he has
He's
a tendency
relaxed,
to,
yeah.
he has a tendency to overexert himself from the top, and his base goes all over the place, and he may
great.
get swept.
Did well there, just
They're talking to one another from the bottom.
Talking to each other.
Abdenour just to drop his hips there, just maintain position for a little while because
Khalid Naman giving instructions to his fighter from
shoulder
the
pressure.
Oh,
He's mounted him.
is
Is he
it?
not mounted it?
yep, he's
Yeah,
on
he's
mount.
going mount. Great work there by Abdenour.
Abdenour in mount now. He needs to stay in his position.
Relax.
I mean,
He looks like he's
Jakub-
trying to smother him.
I think
from the top.
Jakub's going for the mother's milk, maybe. Well, Abdenour in the dominant
keep
position
that.
at top now.
Great work.
Oh, he's going for the armbar.
Looking for the
Beautiful.
armbar.
Yeah, I think
Abdenour has put on the
Is it over?
armbar here.
Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it.
Unlucky, yeah,
Oh,
by
just-
Abdenour.
great scrabble,
is
great
great.
fight.
Jakub did a great job of defending that. I think that's where the experience played.
Oh, great walk up, up the cage.
I tell you what, this pace is gonna play into Abdenour's hands because Jakub has to be fit to keep up with him because he's non-stop.
But you know, he's the champion. You know, he has the experience there, so that could also be a factor in this fight. And his positional awareness, his movement, he's just, he's got the jiu-jitsu, he's got the wrestling. I see Abdenour, struggling when it comes up near the cage.
Like you said earlier, Shah, I mean, you guys have trained with him. You could be a monster in the gym, but when you're out here and the adrenaline is pumping and your partner's putting just as much as you have, it will have a huge effect. I mean, you can certainly testify to that since you're the pro fighter amongst us.
Yeah, I can certainly agree with that statement. When you're tired and your opponent's on top grinding you down like that, it can wear you out. And especially, as we said earlier, this is his debut fight in a title fight, so a lot of pressure.
I tell you what, Jakub is struggling to keep Abdenour in one position. I mean, you see that. I mean, Abdenour is making Jakub work, and you can see that. He's wriggling, he's moving, he's non-stop on his back.
Yeah, it's frustrating for both. I mean, you said that Abdenour is frustrated earlier on. I think the reason why he's frustrated is because Jakub is all over him. He's smothering him, he's taking him down, and he's doing what he wants. But then, likewise, I think Jakub might be a bit frustrated by Abdenour because he's very resilient, and he almost got his own armbar there earlier on. I think he just didn't have the elbow high enough over the hip, and Jakub was able to pull his arm out.
In all honesty, I actually thought Abdenour would maybe out of pressure just want to stay on top. He may not want to sort of attempt to go for the submission in case he loses position, but fair play to him. He just saw it and he just put it on, and that certainly will look good in his favor for that round. So we're now into the third round of this 5-round title fight for the lightweight championship.
Oh,
touch the gloves there, but
I did not want any part of that.
Abdenour is not interested in that. He just wants to get on with business.
Oh, those kicks are actually playing more of a toll on Abdenour's legs. He's just not getting
catching that knee, isn't he?
He's not getting up onto his the ball of his
low
foot.
blow there from Jakub to Abdenour. Referee Dan Overheady has given
every time Abdenour throws a kick, he's not getting up onto the ball of his foot to actually twist his hip into the kick. He's just throwing his leg out.
So he's a bit flat-footed as well, maybe. Well, he's not taking use of the rest, and he wants to get straight back into it. As Jakub, as both fighters literally wind up their punches.
Winding up their kicks. Yeah, you don't want to reach that low for a kick.
Oh, side kick there from Jakub.
Again, nice side kick.
Oh.
Ooh.
This is
Oh,
that was an accident. I think Jakub minds.
Yeah, okay, he's unintentional.
Yeah.
That was fair play of Jakub to let the action carry on.
Yeah.
Some fighters may have used that to their advantage.
Nice. He doesn't like that. Jakub doesn't like that.
I think Abdenour needs to be careful because some of those punches could slip.
No, he's doing a great job.
He needs to be careful. Even the referees are trying to warn him because those punches could slip and connect. But again, Jakub goes to what he does best, which is his wrestling.
He's got to turn the corner here and get around behind him.
Abdenour needs to straighten Jakub's head out with some pressure of his arm, stiffen arm. There you go, he's doing it as he looks to. But Jakub's got his ankles and his leg, and he's doing the right thing. Again, taking out the leg there of Abdenour.
If I was Jakub right now, I'd get back up and try and get one hook in. Stay heavy on his back. He's going to again try and suplex him. Didn't quite work.
Lovely takedown there. Cut the corner beautifully.
Very nice
by Jakub there.
Yeah, I mean that's experience.
That is definitely experience. That's years of wrestling on the mat there.
Jakub Kolterniak, the Polish experiment, just showing his experience there. He's the champion, and he's not going to let. This is his first title defense, and he's not going to let this go very easily. To beat the champion, you have to make sure your game is on par.
Yeah, you got to make.
That's right. I mean, Abdenour has to take it from Jacob.
Yes.
You know, and at the moment, Jacob's just
It's just
just
not
doing.
happening.
Yeah, he's just that much more experienced.
Just a bit more of, just like earlier on when we saw Yahya, just a bit more dominance in the positional control.
Yeah.
I think this time, Abdenour, very resilient. Like, he's still
Great
going
heart,
for it,
great
you know?
heart,
Yeah.
and he's not giving up. He's a fighter, and you can see that in everything he's doing.
He's certainly set a great account of himself so far. You know,
Straight back up onto his feet. What do you make? What do you make of that round there?
I think so far, in all honesty, all 3 rounds purely because of the takedowns. Yeah, there's you know, Jakub, the champion, is up on the scorecards. There's been glimmers of brilliance come from Abdenour, where he's scrambled. He's got top position, but ultimately, I think the experience is playing a big factor in this fight so far.
No, I would agree with that analysis. I think tremendous amount of heart being shown by Abdenour. He's fighting. He's not giving up. But I think Jakub has got that bit more experience and skill level on the ground.
Yep, I think we got a consensus there. Jakub is just taking it. He's wrestling is the dominant thing in this fight, and I think now we just have to see if Abdenour can pull something out of the bag at the very last round.
Yeah, I think the thing that's going to win it now is going to be
Dan's forcing
finish.
such gloves this time.
This is the 4th round.
This is the last round.
This is the final round.
This
Oh,
is the final
sorry, I
round.
beg your
Final
pardon.
Time flies.
Okay, we're in our 5th round. I mean, it's been such a great action so far. And I've lost count of the rounds, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are now into our final round of this fight, lightweight title championship. And
Oh, that was
I think he
I
missed
tell you what,
time.
if that body shot had connected, it would have been on Jakub's head because he ducked so low.
Abdenour working really hard to avoid being taken down.
Yeah.
Abdenour is just not in. Well, if he gets that hook over,
But it's very difficult, especially with his back up
Yes.
against the cage like that.
I mean, he can use it to just scoot his hips out and get up, but
he needs to actually get Jakub off of him, or stretch him out so he can crank on that. That
push
guillotine,
his body
but
off to the
it's just
side.
Too difficult. There we go.
No, I thought he was gonna scramble his way back up and let go there for a second, but obviously not now. Jakub's in the most dominant position.
Yes,
And he's gonna. We've seen this before, you know. He's gonna blow his arms out if he doesn't let
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
But again, you know, he's. I mean, he's
Great
explosive,
strength.
you know,
I mean that was tremendous amount of power.
especially the
demonstrate
5th
that.
round of a title fight. You know, he's still in it. He's still giving it everything he has.
I mean, Jakub knows
He
he's
has to
definitely
get-
a
he
He
fighter.
needs to
let go of
stand
that
up.
neck,
He
yeah.
needs to stand up.
Get off his
He
knees.
needs to get off his knees, get up, let go of that neck. Now is his chance to get up. But Jakub very heavy, not letting him get up at the
He's
same
got
time.
head
He needs
control
to
there.
Pummel, get out.
Jacob is going to try and get underneath his hips again
I think.
and lift him up.
Oh. It looks like this is the 2nd time now, so
Third time, the referee's just not happy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to take a point away now. So he's
Taking a point away.
so being down on all around so far. I think Abdenour must finish this fight now if he stands a chance. So far, one-way traffic for Jakub Kolterniak, the Team Bison EFCA fighter from London.
Oh, great sit through there from Jakub. This is what we want to see. This is what Abdenour is about. He's going to give his all. He's not going to give up. But Jakub just recognising that, just going back to his bread and butter.
The thing is, you know, unless he connects on the liver, all right, or he does some damage to the ribs, you know, it's
Those body
potentially
punches, yeah.
the only time which Jakub may fold, but other than that, unfortunately, it's just heart that is. It's just showing, that he's still in it. He's not giving up, and he's going to give it every ounce of energy he has to get the result. We're down to our last 10 seconds of the fight, and again, he's holding on to the cage, so he needs to be careful, but not that it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, there we go.
What a great fight.
Fantastic battle there between two warriors. The title holder again, just showing his superiority. Abdenour making his debut in front of the big lights in a title fight. Fantastic effort.
Yeah, I think he put up a good fight, but just not enough to take the title away from Jakub. I think Jakub was just the dominant of the two fighters the whole way through.
I mean, I hate to say I've been training with Abdenour, but yeah, I've got to agree with your assessment. Yeah, I think you've got to take it away from the champion, and unfortunately on this occasion, Abdenour fell short. However, the experience that he would have gained from this, battle will, hold him in great stead going forward.
Yeah, I think moving forward, he's got to develop his kicks more. He's too flat-footed, and I think just out of habit, he's just got to stop grabbing the cage, and you can't blame him for doing that. I mean, it happens to everyone.
Guys, what a fight. Please put your hands together for both warriors. Our winner, by unanimous decision, the red corner, Jakub, the Polish experiment, Kolterniak.
So, Jakub Kolterniak retains his lightweight 70 kilogram MMA title. Fantastic performance from the champ. Doing a professional job and just getting it done, really.
Can't ask for anything more, can you, really?
Jakub, how does it feel like to have that title back on your waist again?
Feels good. Feels really good. Before we continue, I'd just like to say thank you to my coach, both of them. My team, I couldn't have done it without them. The people who came out to watch, appreciate it. And also a quick shout out to my man, Cheyenne, who was meant to be fighting today, but you will see his glory another time.
Fair play. I want to ask you, Abdenour, your challenger, never made it easy. I mean, he was relentless, he kept coming at you. Was there anything that surprised you about him in particular?
No, I wasn't surprised. I was expecting the hardest opposition, and obviously that's what I got. Thank you for taking the match. Did really well as well. Well, congrats.
Okay, so are we going to see you back again, defending that title again one more time? Because I think if you defend it 3 times, you keep it.
I thought it was defending it once and you keep it, but possibly. I'm not counting anything out.
Excellent, that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your reigning Blackbeard Fight Series lightweight champion, Jakub Kolterniak. And please give it up for a great runner-up in Abdenour of Blackbeard MMA as his challenger.